Greetings one and all. After getting somewhat annoyed with trying to review Fender's Amplitude's free Fender amp, I got a bit miffed off, and quite frankly I'm done wasting time with that one. So moving on to Jamup Lite. I believe it's called Jamup Lite. Let's pop out of here for a sec. Jamup Lite, sorry. So Jamup Lite. Jamup Lite is kind of interesting in that, unlike the other free amps, it actually comes with a delay, a tube delay as well, which is kind of cool. Although it looks kind of more like a tape echo than a tube echo, but anyways. And a digital reverb. Okay, the standard noise gate and a tube screamer clone, although this is the tube driver. What makes Jamup Lite kind of interesting for me is they've modeled one of my favorite amps, or supposedly modeled one of my favorite amps, which is the Vox AC30 Top Boost. Which particular model, whether it's greenbacks or the blue backs or whatever, and as you can see my tongue now is getting swollen again and I'm starting to slur. So whether it's greenbacks or blue back or no back, whatever. Anyways, the small problem here being that unfortunately, because it's free, I don't see any way of recording or making any presets or anything like that, unfortunately. That said, this is Jamup Lite. I'm guessing there's a Jamup full version, which I might actually check out after I noodle around with this a bit more. Okay, so like I said, you're going to be stuck with the sound from the camera, unfortunately. Okay, so at the moment this is just the amp sound. Let me push the master a little bit higher. Should be able to hear it a bit better now. Okay, so So I'm guessing this is the AC30 Top Boost model, obviously because it's a Top Boost button. So that's now giving us a nice kind of treble boosted kind of sound. Okay, so just back the volume off a little bit, push the bass and crank the cut up, which is a great feature of this amp. So surprisingly, it has a very kind of chimey, voxy sound to it, which is pretty good. Let's dabble around now with some of these effects and see what we can do. So let's whack the delay on, or the echo I should say. Okay, so surprisingly it's got that kind of tape warble to it, like a real tape echo. I can obviously see this is kind of Edge kind of inspired. Okay, let's just knock the volume down of this a little bit now. take a look at the reverb now. So. Okay, so that's pretty cool. Let's see whether this thing can roar like a real Vox AC30 or not. So, back to the amp, and let's crank the gain up, and obviously because I'm doing that, let's back the master off so we don't blow the speakers up. Okay, let's disengage the top boost, and let's take a look at the tube screamer now. So this is the sound without it. Okay, kind of cool. Let's back the volume back down, top boost on, a little bit more cut and a little bit more master. Okay, so it's kind of cool. It's not great. The sound is a little bit muddy. That said, though, the tone is definitely a lot more hip and happening compared to Fender's. I keep saying Fender's, compared to Amplitude's Fender amp. The Vox here has got that kind of Voxy chime and grit to it, and the delay and other effects are kind of cool. So yeah, this is actually kind of a neat free amp that you should probably check out. Okay, I'm going to run over and see what the full version is like, if there is one. Okay, thanks for watching. Bye bye.